we're excited that that CTO has taken the decision to allow us to host the next Sustainable Tourism Conference in Belize. It's exciting. We can't wait to really work together with the organizing committee to put together an amazing event. The topic of sustainability is very important for Belize. It's something that we highlight and focus on just as a part of our natural way of doing business. And so to be able to invite all of the delegates from across the region, for me, I think apart from actually just coming and listening to all of the great information, it's good to be face to face, right? It's good to be in person with all of your colleagues from the Caribbean and to be able to share information and see old friends, right, that you've met in past years and just update each other on how things are going. And that's really for me, the highlight. Have that face to face, because a lot of the information, you find that there's a lot of us have a lot of the same issues and challenges, and the solutions come when you are able to sit down and talk and share. So it's very important, and it's been good so far. We did have this morning, we had the Ministerial panel, and I think that was key. Our minister was on the panel as well, and just to be able to sit and listen to the perspectives from across the region, and to be able to understand that we do have to collaborate. We keep saying that, but we have to take action. And I think that's been the overarching theme this year in all of the meetings and in a lot of what we've been discussing. Working together really does require us to put the work in to do that, right? It doesn't come automatically or naturally. We have to work hard at that and make it a priority. So I think that how we do that is going to be the key going forward. This year we have a new technical officer that has come with us, and it's always I've been doing these types of events for many years, because I think next year makes about 30 years that I've been in the tourism industry. So it's good to see when you have new people and young people engaged, which brings me to the Youth Congress portion of this event. It's important to see the young people engaged and to bring them on board and to share. So what we are looking at is to ensure that we have representation from Belize next year in the Youth Congress, and to prepare our delegates from early on to be able to have good representation at this event. In 2025, things are pretty stable compared to 2024. We expect to end the year more or less at the same numbers for overnight tourism, a little bit ahead of last year for cruise tourism numbers. We've had ups and downs. There are some months within this year that we've seen a little bit of a dip, but on average, we're on par with 2024, and we know that 2024 is actually the new benchmark year, if you will, because it's no longer 2019. We've already surpassed pre-pandemic numbers, like much of the Caribbean, and so we do look forward to ending strong, and hope that the last quarter of this year really does perform as expected. We've been doing a lot of communication with the private sector to try and understand what their bookings are looking like. Obviously, our ongoing communications with the airlines to try and get a sense of how the bookings are looking going into the high season. It looks positive. We do expect, as I said, not a significant increase over last year, but we do expect a slight increase over 2025. We are seeing a couple of new routes into Belize for airlift. So we have a direct flight coming in from Montreal starting in December. And that's very exciting for us, because we do have currently our capacity out of Canada is through Toronto and Calgary. So to be able to add Montreal to that is key for us. So we're doing a lot of new marketing activations in that area, working with the consumer and trade to try and ensure that we build the demand for that route. And it's seasonal, so we're looking really at that route out of Montreal for the high season. But hopefully it performs well, and then we can extend it. We have also Spirit will be coming in out of Fort Lauderdale as well, which is new for us. We have additional capacity out of LAX with Alaska Airlines, and our regular routes out of Miami, Houston, Atlanta, all of those are maintained. So airlift, of course, is important for us, just like any other destination, and we continue to maintain our relationship with the airlines and try to build not only new routes, but increased capacity out of our existing routes. In Belize, we have mostly small hotels, small properties, but we do have a few larger brands, and we are seeing some new investments in hotels coming in. It is something that we recognize. We want to look to attract additional hotel investments, so we're working on that, and expect that will be a push for us over the next fiscal as well. I would say that whenever I come to the Caribbean, and this conference does that, it opens up the opportunity for you to visit different islands. Belize is not an island. We're a country on the Caribbean coast of Central America. So the difference with Belize is that geographically we're in Central America, but culturally, we have that link with the Caribbean, and so we are looking to see how we can attract more travelers out of this region as well, and try to show what Belize has to offer. We have the second largest barrier reef in the world. In this hemisphere, it is the longest, and we have 3 of the 4 coral atolls in the Caribbean. We have a whole host of inland activities, the Maya history and heritage, and all the cultural attractions, and many protected areas, both terrestrial and marine. And so we definitely encourage not only visitors from all parts of the world, but from our region as well.